What's up, guys? Welcome back to IAM Real Estate, and in today's video we're going to be talking about 3 different traits that can help you be successful in the real estate industry as a real estate agent. Before we get started, I'd like to remind you, please hit the like button on this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel so you guys never miss any of the new content being released, and as always, please leave questions, please leave comments in the comment section. If there's anything in this video that you guys agree or disagree with, leave them in the comment section so we have conversations. Let's get going. Alrighty, guys, before I start jumping into these 3 traits, I just want to talk about how excited I am to actually do this video and actually start this conversation, because there are so many different agents across the state, across the United States, and across the world, and everybody's different. Everybody has their own personalities, their own traits. Everybody has their own way of doing things. Everybody's going to be a little bit different from the next person, right? And yet there are still so many successful agents across the world, across the United States. There are so many successful agents in your state and even in your city. So this list could have very easily been 10 traits long. I did 3. This list also could have very easily been 50 traits long, okay? I did not take a poll. I did not go and do this mathematically or scientifically. I have simply observed other agents. I have spoken with other agents. And I am an agent myself. And so these are 3 traits that I think are extremely important, whether you're in your first year of real estate or whether you're in your 20th year of real estate. 3 traits that I think can help you in taking you to the next level, okay? The last thing I'd like to say before we get started is that you can completely disagree with me, okay? Like I said, this list can easily be 50 traits long. If you agree, leave it in the comment section. If you disagree, leave it in the comment section. This is something I want to start a conversation. What are the biggest, most important traits that you guys find are important to be successful in the world of real estate, all right? Let's go ahead, let's jump into this. First thing I want to cover is, what do I actually mean when I say the word success in real estate, okay? You have to remember that every single person has different goals. Your goal may to be make $1 million this year in real estate. All right, great. That's your goal. I hope that you reach your goal. Fine. But that doesn't mean that that's everybody's goal. Some people's goal is to close 3 deals, 5 deals, 7 deals a year, and that's it. They don't want to expand. They want to do this as a part-time job. I believe there was a statistic that I did read one time. It said 92% of all agents in the United States, this is only in the United States, are part-time agents. It was like 92%. It was something crazy. It might have been more like 90, whatever. But 90% of agents are part-time, which means they aren't looking to close 20, 30 deals a year. They don't have the time for that. They have a full-time job. A lot of them have families. So realize what your goal is, okay? And these are 3 traits that can help you be successful towards your goal, whether it's to be making $1 million a year, or whether it's to close 5 deals a year. These are 3 things that I think are extremely important to be successful. Let's jump into them. Very first thing I'm going to talk about is communication. Okay? If you guys have ever seen any of my videos ever before, I probably brought up this word communication 1,010 times, all right? Because this is one of the most important things that can be said, and these are one of the most important traits in real estate. You need to communicate with your client, whether it's a buyer or a seller. Communicate with your attorney. Communicate with your lender. Communicate with the contractor. Communicate with inspectors. Communicate with the city. There's just so many people that you need to communicate with, okay, guys? You and your client need to be hand in hand. All right, you need to listen to your client just as much as you need to guide them, just as much as you need to speak to them, and just as much as you really are likely going to need to teach them the process when you are helping them close on their house, whether it's on the buying end or the selling end, okay? If your client can't come to you and say, you know what, I went home last night and I really didn't like that house, I'd like to withdraw my offer, they need to be able to feel comfortable coming to you and saying that, as well as you need to feel comfortable enough to tell them, hey, listen, that's okay, all right? We can keep looking, all right? So they need to be able to come with you with whatever they are, whatever they're feeling, whatever they're thinking. They need to be able to come with you, speak to you. You guys need to be on the same page, all right? If you guys are spending 2-3 months looking for a 2 to 3 bedroom house, and at the end of the day, they were like, you know what? This whole time I really wanted a 4-bedroom because I like to build a man cave or whatever the heck the situation is. You've been wasting your time. You need to be able to communicate, all right? You need to be able to have those conversations, feel comfortable with your client, allow your client to be comfortable with you, all right? And again, like I said, it goes well beyond the client as well. If you need to speak with the attorney, if you need to speak with the underwriter, if you need to speak with your lender, if you need to speak with the city, if you need to speak with your inspector, these are all important people to speak with. These are important people to constantly communicate with, okay? So communication is easily one of the biggest things that you need to be successful in the world of real estate, okay? I just can't underplay it. There's no way to underplay it, guys. This is not in order. I did not do this 1, 2, 3, most important to least important. I didn't do that, but communication is definitely extremely important in this situation. Alrighty, guys. The second trait that I'm going to go ahead and put up here is going to be patience, okay? Patience is extremely important in the world of real estate. Here's why. Traditionally, it's going to take you 45, 60 days to close, all right? I know as the agent, you want to hurry up and get to the closing table. It takes patience. There's a lot of things that need to be done. There's a lot of time that it's going to take to get to the closing table, okay? Even before the closing table, if you're on the buyer's end, you're going to look at more than 1, 2, or 3 houses. You know, I've been in situations where I've looked at 20 houses with a single client, 25 houses with a single client, and that takes time. That doesn't happen in a day. That doesn't happen in a week. Sometimes it takes a month. Sometimes it takes months, okay? So it takes patience. It takes you to be able to go to this house and that client say, you know what, I just don't like the color of the house. I don't want this house anymore. Frustration sets in, and it's going to set in and always sets in at some point. But you have to allow patience to take over, guys. You have to allow patience to take over. Clients are going to be picky. Clients are going to be sketchy. They're going to be like, oh, I want this and I want this. Oh, I want that. That's okay. That's what clients do. That's what buyer clients do. Allow them to do that. Allow them to run through their process in their head. Be patient. Work with them. Communicate with them. Okay? These are super important, all right? Even if you're on the seller's end, just because you list the house today doesn't mean it's going to be taken off market tomorrow and you're going to close in 45 days. No. Doesn't always work that. Sometimes you have a house on market for 100 days. Sometimes you have a house on market for 150 days. I think I saw one today that was on market for like 136. And we scheduled a showing, so we're going to go see it, okay? So it happens. Sometimes, even as a seller, you have to let it sit on the market a little bit. It takes patience. You have to allow yourself to wait. Okay, that's the biggest thing. Allow your buyer or your seller to wait. Encourage them. Hey, I know it's been tough. I know we've looked at 20 houses. I know we've had 20 showings, 20 people walk through your house, and nobody's biting it. Nobody's offering it. That's okay. It takes patience. Real estate is just one of those things that sometimes it happens overnight, and sometimes it's going to happen over 6 months. It just is the way it is, okay? Sometimes you find yourself waiting on the lender, the underwriter, the attorney, the city, the inspector, okay? You know, my broker gave me, just when I first started real estate, he said one thing that you need to be able to do in this business is you have to hurry up and wait. Hurry up and wait, okay? You know, you want things to go fast. You want things to push through. You want to get this done. Do your job. Do what you can, control what you can control. And then you got to be patient, guys. You got to wait. So if you get impatient, your client's going to get impatient. Your client's going to see you get impatient. Your client's going to see your frustration. Your client's not going to want to work with you, whether they're a buyer or whether they're a seller. It doesn't matter. Could be a renter as well. Same thing. All right. You have to have patience. Allow patience to take over. Don't let frustration set in. Don't let, your urge or your I don't even know what the word, like, I know you want to be successful. I know you want to get this done. I know you want to make your client proud. I know you want to be proud of yourself. And I know you want to get to the closing table. Allow patience to set in, okay? Alrighty, guys. So trait number 3, our third and our final trait. Again, I'm going to say that I never put this in any order. It's not like first, second, third. These are just 3 general things, okay? My third trait is going to be self-awareness, okay? Self-awareness. And this is a very, very simple one. It sounds easy. It sounds simple. But it's not always that simple, okay? So here's what I mean self-aware. You need to know what you know, and you need to know what you don't know. You need to know, can I do this, and can I not do this? You need to know when to pull in your broker, when to pull in your attorney, when to, even reach out to your buyer, even reach out to your seller and say, hey, what do you think about this, okay? As an agent, we're kind of like, you got to think of yourself like kind of running a basketball team, okay? Kind of running a basketball team. You're like the point guard, all right, cool. But the point guard has to know when to give it up. All right, you're not going to know everything. You can do this for 20, 30 years. You're still not going to know everything. All right. So when I say self-awareness, it's very simple. It's to know what you know and to know what you don't know. Know when to call your broker and say, hey, I'm in a little bit of a spot. Know when to call your attorney and say, hey, listen, contracts, we're having a little bit of an issue with the contract. Know when to have the inspector come in. Know when to have the contractor come in. All right. It's great to have the knowledge about the windows and the foundation and the electrical. But if you're not an electrician, I can't trust your electrical opinion. I'm going to need to bring in an electrician. And you need to be able to say, hey, listen, I can give you my best opinion, But the honest truth is I'm going to recommend you bring in a contractor to check this foundation or to check the electrical. All right, check this wiring because it looks like knob and tube, but I'm not 100% sure. This is so simple, guys. It sounds easy, but it's actually not. I've seen a lot of agents be like, yeah, let's just run with this. Or, I think it's this, so let's just run this way. No, okay? When you are being an agent, you have to understand you are representing somebody else on hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is life savings. This is a life-changing event when somebody is purchasing or selling a house. And so you need to be sure about every single move that you make. And it's okay that you're not. Again, you could be doing this for a year, 20 years, 30 years. And just because you don't know the answer to something, that doesn't mean anything's wrong. Be self-aware. Say, hey, listen, I don't know what's going on here. Let me contact the attorney. Do you know how many times I've spoken to a client and I said, hey, listen, I think this is what's going to happen, but let me just go check with our lender. Let me just go call the attorney real quick and just make sure we're on the same page. 8 out of 10 times, I'm probably right. If I think I know what I'm doing, I might be like, hey, listen, I think this is what's going to happen. 8 out of 10 times, I'm right. There's also plenty of times where it's like, listen, I don't know what the heck the answer is. Let me call my broker, all right? That's okay. Be able to do that. Have the confidence to say, hey, listen, I just don't know the answer. Being self-aware is extremely important. Don't try to fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it is not going to work, all right? Clients don't want to see it. Other agents don't want to see it. Attorneys don't want to see it. No good in this business, all right? So just to review, communication, patience, and self-awareness, all right, guys? These are my 3 things. Again, this could just be my experience. This could just be, in my opinion, like, this is my opinion, okay? But just in my experience from looking at other agents, from observing them, from speaking to them, these are the 3 traits to success in the real estate business as a real estate agent that I can find, that I can think of, all right? Again, this list could have very easily been 10 traits long, 50 traits long, who knows, right? And so you could talk to 1,000 different agents and you're going to get 1,000 different answers. That's okay. Everybody's going to be a little bit different. If you guys watch this video, please leave comments in the comments section. Tell me that you agree. Tell me that you disagree. Tell me what you would change on here. Tell me that you hate this one and you like this one, or however. All right, guys, I want to start a conversation here. I want to hear your guys' thoughts. I hope that you guys have an amazing day. Thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave comments. See you guys later.